What's up?
What's up?
What's going on? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Hold on, let me just see. We about to start. I'm just gonna get some few people to come on. Let's see.
It's weird when the camera flips sideways because
You can't see. You can't really.
No, I can't see me,
I know.
but it's okay.
Can you zoom out a little bit? Can you put the camera back a little bit? Yeah, that's dope. There we go. We see you better now.
There you go.
Well, we got some people on. Now let's wait till like
six people.
Is there people's in here? There's a few people.
Probably. I can't see their names because my phone is sideways. So whoever's in here, the phone.
Well, that's good. So we don't get distracted. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta get this going. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
All right. So, we just gonna do this. We're gonna start it up. So, let me see. Okay, let's start it up. What up, y'all? It's your boy Bling, and this is Woke Podcast, Survival During COVID-19, Episode 4. And today is Valentine special. And we have a new special guest. She goes by the name of Gia Kaleena. I said your name right?
You did.
Absolutely. Gia Kaleena is a home cook and also a business owner with a great following on social media. She maintains her presence by constantly releasing home cooked videos and also by promoting her business. What's up, Gia? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? How's London?
Hey, it's good, man. I'm actually in Liverpool right now, so it's like
nice.
Another city, just 3 hours away from London. So
yeah,
I'm out here. I just graduated, so just doing my thing.
Congratulations on your graduation.
Thank you. What time is it out there?
6 something. I'm in Atlanta, so it's 6 something out here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Wow, that's crazy. So first question I'm gonna ask you, what got you into cooking?
Well, honestly, my aunt got me into cooking.
Okay.
When I was like 3 years old, she sat me on the kitchen counter and she showed me all the ingredients to vegetable soup. And each ingredient she explained beautifully and showed me how to make vegetable soup really little. And then maybe a few years later, I watched a movie called Water for Chocolate, where the woman was cooking her feelings into her food. And I was like, ooh, I want to cook like that. I want to be able to make people happy when I cook.
Oh, that's dope.
So that's what got me into cooking. Just, wanting to be able to make people smile and feel good inside when they eat my food.
Absolutely. So, where are you currently based at right now?
I'm based in Los Angeles, but I'm in Atlanta for my, Valentine vacation.
Hey, I like that. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. So how's LA right now? How's LA with the lockdown? Because I know we on lockdown right now. It's a pandemic and all that.
Mm-hmm.
What's it looking like there?
LA has just opened the restaurants for outdoor seating back up. We were closed down. I kind of bucked the system a little. I had COVID last year, so I was just like, I'm not gonna be, living my life in the house, because I spent over 30 days in the house because I tested positive twice for COVID. Whoa. So I was like, forget it. I'm gonna live my best life. And so Orange County has been open, so I've been able to go and do a few little things, but really just eating at restaurants, really all you can do. There's not that much open.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's sad you had it 2 times. I'm shocked. But I've heard of stories people catching it 2 times. And
they thought it was a false positive. I really should have tested negative, but because it was so soon, Yeah, so it was so soon, once I got over it, that I tested, that they thought it was a false positive. So I really shouldn't have had to quarantine, but because of the way they have things set up, I had to quarantine for additional 14 days.
Right.
So,
do they ask you to test for your blood and stuff like that, to take your blood? Because after you catch it 2 times, they usually ask people to take their blood or whatever.
Well, they did take my blood and they checked me for antibodies to see if I was asymptomatic. So when they checked my blood, they said I'm not asymptomatic, so I can't spread it. And I think that's the most important thing.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So how you living your life right now? Are you like extra cautious? Are you scared? Well, what does you feel like right now? Do you feel like you just yeah?
I'm not living in fear. I'm not. I think that's what made me sick in the first place. Is like living in fear, like walking around worried I was gonna catch something. As long as I know that I can't give it to anybody else, like the asymptomatic people are the people that I worry about, because those are the people who can spread it to people without having symptoms. Right. So as long as I know that it isn't my thing, then I'm just going to live my life. And if I get it again, I get it again. And I quarantine 14 days and pray like I did all those days that I live and survive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. For sure.
It's my one life in this vessel. I'm going to enjoy it. Okay.
Absolutely. So when you caught it, you didn't have any sort of like symptoms, any heart symptoms or nothing like that?
I did. I had headaches. I had a stuffy nose. I couldn't taste or smell. I didn't have anything in my chest or no congestion or anything. Right. I'm trying to think, body aches. I had like the worst neck pain that would not go away in my neck. Let me think. Those are the major ones. Yeah. And I think like a few months later, I was having throat issues and they couldn't tell what it was. They tested me for everything, strep throat, tonsillitis. I mean, they tested me for mono and all of them came back negative. And so finally they were like, we don't know. This could be a side effect from COVID. Right. Because my tonsils swole up so big that they look like they were going to burst.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, a time like this can only make you more stronger. You know what I'm saying? Because some people in their lives and you're here today and you've survived 2 times. So it's like
exactly.
I'm saying that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Thank
you. I've seen some of your home cook videos on YouTube, and I gotta say I'm really impressed. You're doing some great things.
Thank you.
You're doing some great things. So my question is, are you vegan?
I'm an herbivore. That's what I like to call myself.
What? I have never heard of that. Say that again.
I'm an herbivore.
Okay, so define a little bit about what that is. Let us know what that is. For some people like me that may not know.
I eat plants.
Okay.
So, but I don't exclude. So I try not to eat dairy because dairy is actually like very bad for you, right?
Right.
So I try not to eat it. But then there's sometimes I can't avoid not eating it, especially if I go over someone's house and the only thing they made was potato salad and macaroni and cheese, which tends to be the 2 things that I have left to eat at a cookout.
Right.
So I will sometimes eat cheese, or like if somebody made mashed potatoes or potato salad, I'll eat that. I'm not eating that on a daily. It's only like if I have no other choice.
Absolutely.
So, that's why I call myself an herbivore, because I feel like the term vegan and vegetarian, for some reason, it limits people. So like, oh, I thought you were a vegan. Why are you eating cheese? And it's kind of like, don't judge me. I'm an herbivore. How about that?
Wow. That's great. So how's that journey been? Like since you started being that, how's it been?
It's been good. So it's been 5 years now. And I feel like last year being the 4th year was a year where I noticed that my weight started to drop and stay off and things started to change in my body, because you have to understand, when you make these type of life choices, I didn't do it for weight loss, but it comes with it, but it takes a few years to kick in, because you have to think about how long you were putting processed food into your body. Right. That like now your body needs time to shed it all. And then now I feel like my body's at a point where it's like, okay, we're here, we're in tune, we're good. And so I'm very happy.
Absolutely. Well, that's dope. We proud of you,
Yeah.
5 years is a lot of years to be stuck on that. And
exactly.
That's a dope thing. So as we all know, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we just want to know, what is your favorite Valentine's Day treat?
Ooh, that's a good one. My favorite Valentine's Day treat is white chocolate covered strawberries.
Ooh,
that would be my favorite Valentine's treat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what celeb would you mind having as your Valentine?
Celeb?
Uh-huh.
Well, I have a boyfriend, so I don't know. Is it fair to say a celeb that I would like to have?
I mean, it's a little fair, you know what I'm saying?
Is it? Is that fair? I don't know if that's fair. I don't know. I don't know if he'll like that. I mean, he's a celeb in his own right. So
Okay.
I'm with my favorite celeb.
Hey, that's dope. That's dope. Okay. So I gotta be careful with questions now, huh?
No, you can ask away. I'm
No,
open book.
I joke.
You're good. I think
Okay.
I see my friend Jamar in here.
Is your friend in here?
Yeah.
Your boyfriend in here too? He's not in
No,
here?
he's not. He's in the living room.
I joke.
You're hilarious.
All right, so would you wear your hair down for a date night?
Yes.
Yes?
It depends on the dress. If I'm wearing something sexy that requires like my hair all up and like sleek, then no. I'm not wearing it down. I'm going sleek and sexy. But then if the dress is like backless and strapless, then maybe it just depends what the outfit looks like.
For sure.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to wear on a night out?
Ooh, something that accentuates my curves.
Ooh, okay.
So I like to embrace my feminine energy at all times and the goddess in me. So I want to wear things that like hug my curves and lace and, maybe colors, soft colors that complement my mood.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, as you know, this is episode 4 for my podcast show. So This is Woke Podcast, and the topic is survival during COVID-19. So I'm so happy that you're on here today and you get to share your stories and
thank you.
Surviving COVID 2 times. That's amazing. That's a blessing right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Crazy out here right now.
It really is. The doctors literally told me like, "Hey, I hope you get better. I hope it all works out." That's it. They had nothing to tell me but that. Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh man, you got some peoples out here in the chat. I'm trying not to turn my head because it's like we doing this horizontal. You know what I'm saying?
I can't see. Hey, whoever said hey, Gia.
Unforgettable Lady K. That's her. She say hey.
Hey.
So how has the pandemic created an impact? Has the pandemic created an impact on your business? Because I know you got your business. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I have my spiritual bath company, Ascension Consciousness Spiritual Baths. If you haven't checked out my site, go to acbaths.com. Basically, it's affected my business in the sense of, I guess, I kind of thought people would be ordering baths to cleanse their spirits during the pandemic because they're in the house. Mm-hmm. But I realized that my business thrives on like person-to-person interaction. So like the farmers markets where I was selling before and things like that. That's how it's affected me because I can't get into people's faces and go over the products and, just how I handcraft each candle I make. Whenever anybody orders a kit, I make that candle that day and I set intentions with it. And so I set all of my crystals under the full moon, have blessed them. So everything that I send to people is blessed and, it's all set with intention. Uh-huh. So I just am a little bummed that I'm not able to get as many kits out as I was last summer.
Right.
But I'm hoping that we get a little bit more open in LA and I can get back out in the streets.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I got a lot of product.
I've checked the website out. I've checked it out. I was on it last night and I was like, wow, she got a lot of things on here, man.
And I ship internationally. So,
hey. You gotta send me something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let me spread it out to the people. Tell them what's going on.
But you know what a spiritual bath is, don't you?
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. So
when you stressed up or whatever, you get in the bath and light some candles. You know what I'm saying? And just
you like the incense.
Let it all out. Yeah.
Set intentions, pray, meditate, and use the water to wash away all that is no longer serving.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I love that. When it's all like steam up the bathroom and kind of just, you come out there, you feel like a new person.
20 minutes in the water and you
Yeah,
don't use soap. You're not actually cleansing yourself. You're cleansing your spirit.
absolutely.
And it's necessary, especially for our generation, to
Right.
wash away those energetic cords that we have attached to people and things, and, just things that we're going through. We've all been experiencing a lot of death and trauma. And the beautiful thing about spiritual baths is they allow you to rejuvenate and renew and restore your chakras, balance them, and just become centered in yourself again.
Right.
So I definitely suggest, if you haven't done one, if you don't buy one of mine, make your own, but make it a practice, because you'll notice a difference just in your overall energy, the energy in your home. It's magical.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. That's a good business, actually. That's a good business, because I don't really know many people that are, there are people that are doing that, but the way you sell it, like, it's got this, it's just dope the way you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? So
Thank you. I
keep it
appreciate
going.
that.
For sure. For sure. Okay, so it's last minute. We're on lockdown and I don't have anything for Valentine's. What should I do?
Okay. Let me think about this. Last minute, you don't have anything, but is
And
your
it's locked down.
and it's locked down. Is your kitchen stocked?
Not really.
Not really. Is it snowing where you are?
It was snowing a little bit today, but it don't really settle like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it just be a little bit snow. It's not like out there. It's not like
Okay.
New York or something like that.
Okay, so you're locked up, but you can go to the store.
Yeah, you can go to the store.
Okay. So I would go to the store. I would get some roses or whatever flowers you can find.
Okay.
I would take the petals off and run them from the front door. I would run her a bath. I would run
Hell
her the most romantic bath. You can get some coconut oil, some almond oil, put some milk and honey in the bath for her. Put those petals in there, light some candles,
Yeah.
have a little old school playlist going, like whatever her favorite, wind down music is. Get that going, maybe some chocolate covered strawberries, which you can make yourself.
Absolutely.
Because all you need is a little Ghirardelli and and some strawberries. You can do chocolate covered cherries. You can do chocolate covered pineapples. It doesn't matter. But just dip some fruit and then feed her while she's in the bath. Like feed her fruit.
I like that.
Talk to her, ask her like what's been going on with you. Am I doing everything I can do as a man in our relationship? Tell her that.
Communicate. Right.
Wash her hair.
Absolutely.
Just make her feel special.
That's very it's very important to touch on all of that, because as man, you don't really think about like washing a woman's hair like that. I know some men probably be doing that, but me, it don't really cross my mind like that. But you got to do stuff like that to a woman sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all deserve it. You know what I'm saying? You got to rub her feet and all of that. You tired and stressed up or whatever.
Exactly. Like just make her feel special, because what she'll do in turn is make you feel special. And so I feel like Valentine's Day is just another day for you to make the person in your life feel like they matter.
For sure.
Everything that they've done all year up until Valentine's Day, or the time up until Valentine's Day, has mattered. And this is why I'm going to show you how special you are to me. Absolutely. So that the rest of the year, if you think back, you're like, dang, Valentine's Day, he made me feel so good. I'm mad at him right now, but,
at least it did
something to reflect on.
Right. He showed out for Valentine's. That might work. You might be in a little argument the night before, but Valentine's, you run a bath for her. She might let you, she might forgive you.
Exactly. It's just about being present. My biggest thing to say is to anybody watching this, and to you or whoever, is be present with the person that you're with on tomorrow. And try to be present every day, but I know that life dishes you out different things every day. But like make tomorrow about just being present personally.
For sure.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing. That to me, that's more valuable than anything you could buy me. You could sit 12 Chanel purses in front of me, and I'll be like, "Oh, these are great! Oh my God, thank you." But your presence and your tuning into me is something there's no value to that. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. How important is communicating in a relationship?
Communication is big in a relationship.
Right.
Yes. I'm newly in my relationship, and
Okay.
I'm happy that I have a communicative partner,
Uh-huh.
because even when I don't want to communicate or work through whatever little issue we have, like, he's like, no, we're going to talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it.
What's
Right?
wrong with you? And I think that we wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for that. So
Right.
yeah, communication's big.
Yeah, I'm like that too. Like I feel like communication is very important. Like you
Yeah,
can't go to sleep mad at each other. Y'all gotta talk. You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk it out before you go to sleep
exactly.
and just get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just how big can it be? You know what I'm saying? You might do something, but you gotta forgive each other or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at each other like that. You can be mad forever.
No, no. And what I've noticed is when you're having like an energetic stalemate is what I
Uh,
like to call them, is when you feel like the energy in your relationship is awkward, touch the person. Even if it's just like laying on his lap or their lap, and you just
right,
go and you, what happens is you soften that energy. So maybe
right.
the person was a little upset. Now, like, it's like, okay, it almost like brings back the love.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
like
you
that.
just gotta bring it back. Be soft.
For sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
softness.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, AC Baths is your business, and you sell products on your website, as you discussed and taught us. So, tell us a little bit how you got into the business and what you're selling right now, like what you got on the website and stuff like
Oh, so I just have my spiritual baths on the website right now.
that. Uh-huh.
Eventually, I'll have more products, more bath products. I'm coming up with a men's after bath oil and women's after bath oil and beard oil and different things like that.
Nice.
So over time, but right now it's just my spiritual bath kits. So there's a
Okay.
stress reliever, there's an attract all that is kit, there's a release and let go. So every couple months I try to put a new one on there. I'm going to do a shower kit that comes with eucalyptus soon. So you'll be able to get like fresh eucalyptus with your kit to hang in your shower.
Uh-huh.
And for the people that don't have a bath, they can actually just do a spiritual shower.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, when you're bringing out the mass products, you say you got the beard oil coming out.
Beard oil. Yes. I'm
Nice.
playing with oils right now.
I
So
need that. I need that because I'm growing my beard. You know what I'm saying? I got to get the oil on and shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I'm trying to come up with a recipe of like oil that isn't oily, but that
Right.
gives you a sheen that lasts on your body. Because I love shea butter, but I definitely prefer when I put oil on my body.
Uh-huh.
So what I'm trying to do is create an oil that when you put on your clothes, it doesn't stick to your clothes or leave marks
Yeah.
on your
Yeah.
clothes. Yeah. And I'm also, once the pandemic's over, I want to go to Tanzania. They have a lake that has like this pure salt that they used in Egypt, and that's actually what they made their soaps out of. So I want to go to Tanzania so that I can start making the soaps like the Commissions did in Kemet, because I feel like we need to start going back to how we treated our bodies a long, long time ago, when
Absolutely.
we adored our temples and we
Yeah.
gave them the nourishment and sustenance and just took care of them, able them to thrive. So
Absolutely.
that's what Ascension Consciousness is all about. It's
That's
time
dope.
to ascend,
That's
and the physical, it's by taking care of our bodies,
for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
Self-love is very important. So,
exactly.
how did you decide to use Tanzania as a place? How did you discover that?
Well, I started researching. So I researched what they used for their skin, to wash their skin, and take care of their skin during Commission times. Kemet. Kemet is the city of black. It's what Egypt was called prior to getting the name Egypt.
Okay.
But I looked up where they got that mineral from, and then I looked up where the mineral is found naturally, in the world. And Tanzania has a lake that produces it, and it produces it to the point where when birds fly there and they die, they actually turn into sculptures.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's the same thing that they use in the mummification process.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of some of that.
Right. Right.
So I
That's
can make
nice.
some stellar soap for everybody.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
We don't need that, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that. As I said, self-love is very important, and you kind
Exactly.
of know what goes with your skin and your body and stuff like that, you know? So,
Yeah.
so
So that's what I'm working on that side. And then I'm going to start doing brunches, comedy brunches in LA in
okay.
March. So everybody stay tuned for that. It'll be every other Saturday with my recipes, my peach cobbler waffles, and,
Right.
you know, my fried jackfruit. And I'll have, you know, carnivorous items and, you know, the plant-based lovers, you know, breakfast items as well. We'll have comedy and games and things like that. And that'll be every other week.
Oh, that's nice. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great way to do it. That's
Thank
nice.
you.
Okay, so what color lipstick would you wear on Valentine's and why?
Red.
Red, of course, yeah. That's actually my favorite color.
Exactly. Red. You have to.
I got too much red on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I would wear red, definitely.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so what's Gia Kaleena's ideal Valentine's Day meal? And garlic obviously is not on the menu because garlic is kind of gonna put you off. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be talking with stanky breath and all that.
Well, see, that's only for people who are newly in relationships. I'm eating garlic.
Ah, I think you're right about that.
Yeah, like
It's
I'll
important
give
to get
me
comfortable. Yeah,
give me the garlic.
absolutely. Yo, garlic. I love garlic. Like I can't eat a meal without garlic in my.
Garlic and onions, and just give
Yeah,
me anything that's gonna elevate it, make it spicy. I
yeah.
guess my ideal Valentine meal would be like, I think, Indian food.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. A nice little like Indian spread. Um yeah, that would be it. That Indian food, or maybe some Thai food.
Ooh, that's nice. That's
Hmm.
exotic.
Yeah.
Exotic. Okay. Does Gia like a man that can cook, or you'd rather be doing cooking?
So I would like that, but I don't run into that a lot. So
Right.
I am the cooker. I'm the
Okay.
one who cooks. Yes.
Right. I think it's very dope when you got a girl that can cook for you. But
Yeah.
you can also be, you can sort of like shadow her. So stay on the back and see how she doing it and kind of learn and get some
Exactly.
ideas. And you can help wash the dishes after.
Exactly. You got it.
So he's like, y'all working together. You know what I'm saying? It don't really matter who cooks as long as y'all are collaborating together. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely, for sure. For sure. You got to make it happen.
Yeah.
So what music are you listening to when you're cooking?
Oh, it depends. So I
Right.
have a Beyonce playlist
Okay.
that like is my go-to while I'm cooking, honestly,
Mhm.
because she just takes you through so many emotions. And like I said, I like to cook with emotion.
Okay.
So Beyonce's music brings out a lot of that. I can identify with some of the things that she's been through. So
Right.
normally I'm just singing and moving through the kitchen. And I
Dope.
get it done in less than an hour. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll cook on my live stream on Tagged, because I do
Yeah.
live stream on Tagged from time to time. So
Okay.
if you ever want to see me cook live, that's where I cook live.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
What app is that? Tack?
Tagged.
Oh, I gotta get that. I gotta get that
Yeah.
for sure.
It's a live streaming app.
Oh, that's nice. That's
Yeah.
dope. That's dope. So, do you ever have like moments when you're making food and you follow a recipe and things don't go right?
Of course, we all have those moments.
Right.
I have those
I'll take
moments
it like
with cake recipes.
that. Uh-huh.
And now I just realize like I can't use those recipes. That's my grandma's recipes or other people's grandma's recipes,
Uh-huh.
because like the recipes I find online for different cakes, they don't come out right. They're like it just is, it's very disappointing. So
Yeah.
I think that happens to me with cake. Anything else I kind of can tweak. And you so
Right.
this is the thing.
Uh-huh.
Sweets are really hard to fix if you mess up.
Yeah.
But savory foods you can fix if it's not salty.
Uh-huh.
So if you didn't over season it, then you can elevate it very high with flavor.
Right.
So that's the trick.
For sure. For sure.
So if you make some savory food and it's disgusting,
Uh-huh.
add some more garlic, add some onion powder,
Yeah.
add some things that'll give it a little more flavor.
Absolutely. What you putting in your onions? What you like? Because you know some people fry their onions and they put like some like there's this Chinese sauce that you just put inside and it turns out real nice and
In
flavor
what?
in your onions. So like there's
In my
like,
onions?
yeah. What sort of sprays do you put in there? What sort of spices and stuff?
Like when I'm sauteing onions?
Mm-hmm.
I use avocado oil. I saute the onions with garlic, and I can use the chili paste you're talking about. Just depends on what I'm cooking, but most of the time it's onions, bell pepper, and then you add garlic after the onions are translucent. So that way you don't burn the garlic, and the garlic has its flavor.
Ah, that's the
Yes,
trick. Okay, I'm taking notes right now.
exactly.
So tell us about Ascension Consciousness. So you seem to be spiritually aware of yourself and your energy. How does one learn to be spiritually aligned with themselves?
Ooh, that's a good one.
There we go. Huh?
I can only speak from my perspective
Uh-huh.
of how I begun to ascend. And sometimes some people call it coming into consciousness, but I feel like I ascended to where I'm supposed to be, where I belong.
Okay.
I feel like in the beginning, initially for me, I started seeing signs like 1111, 444 numbers.
Wow.
I went to a Kundalini class, Kundalini Yoga. For those of you that don't know what Kundalini is,
Right.
it's a type of yoga that it's I like to call it like vibrational yoga. So you're doing more chanting and longer holds of poses, but not like the difficult poses. So you're not doing downward dog for a long time. You may be doing breath of fire for a long time, because what you're doing is you're elevating your Kundalini energy. You're kind of like circulating it through your body. And I did Kundalini, and I had my Kundalini Awakening, and that's when you kind of like burst like a star. It's really hard to describe this process
Wow. Wow.
verbally.
Absolutely. Because that's
but,
yeah.
but I just
That's your
say that
journey.
it's a journey, and if you're on the journey and you're feeling called to do work on yourself, do the work. I went to therapy immediately after,
Uh-huh.
elevating my conscious level. I went to therapy
Right.
because we have to work through our childhood traumas and things like that.
Yeah.
And so that would be my suggestion, is to work through the darker side of your life first, so that you're able to move freely through this world.
Absolutely. So we got some people here. I got to turn my face and stuff, but we got to see
Okay.
what they're saying. So I'm gonna roll it back real quick so I can see what people been saying. So
Okay.
we got Mo here. He said interesting topics. Tiffany here. What else we got here? Let's see. All right, so y'all, if anybody got a question or whatever, just shoot it through and let me, I'll read it out and Gia can answer back to
Yeah,
y'all. So
answer.
she's happy to answer. So I got a question for you. So the Marathon Clothing, which is Nipsey Hussle's clothing store, you already know this.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Slauson Ave, and I just want to know how far that is from where your business is.
So my family, my uncle owns a restaurant not even less than a mile away from that store. That community is very near and dear to me. When I was a kid, I went to Hyde Park Elementary. My aunt used to sell baskets on the corner right across the street from where Nipsey Hussle, his store is, back in the 80s. Like, LA is in my DNA.
Absolutely.
I was raised in San Diego, but all of my family was in LA.
Oh, yeah?
So right there in that neighborhood.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm going to tell you a little story. So I was on Twitter like way back, and Nipsey was coming up, right? So this was probably like 2009 or 2010. And I hit Nipsey up in the DMs, and I was like, yo, we got to do a collab. What's up, bro? Nipsey wrote me right back. That was way before he got famous and stuff. So that's all I got to this day. And I've always been a fan. And it's just sad to know what happened to him and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it was really bizarre, because the day before he passed away, I took my daughter to the Fat Burger that's right there,
Oh
And
yeah.
he was actually there, and my daughter was like, let's go over and say hi. And I said, well, I don't really care for this neighborhood. It's nighttime right here. You know, we'll come back another day, and so you can take pictures and say hi, because she wanted to meet him. And then the very next day, I was at the beach, and that's when everybody in LA was like buzzing with the news. I was like, that was the most bizarre thing for me.
Man, that was crazy because for Nipsey, like that's his neighborhood and that's his spot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's in the hood, he's doing his thing, he feels like he was safe, and that just happens. Like that was super crazy. Like
Yeah.
it really, really hit me over here, man. I was like, this is crazy. Unbelievable for real.
Yeah. It was really surreal. You know, I send his family, you know, lots of love and light, because that is an experience that I wish on no one. But yeah, it definitely rocked LA a little bit.
Absolutely.
A little somber for a while in LA.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. So, is there anything else that you do besides being a business owner and being a cook, being a great cook?
You know, that's mostly it.
Okay.
Besides being a mom and
Yeah.
you know, doing my typical day-to-day things. That cooking is my passion, and
Nice.
you know, I went to college for fashion design and marketing, so eventually you'll see some fashions for me eventually.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh, we got a question right there, actually. Let me see. Okay. What is one spice you cannot cook without? That is actually from my sister.
The one spice that I can't cook without, that would be, that's a good one. I guess I probably put, well, this is two. I put onion and garlic powder in everything. So I cannot live without those two. The other spices like the thymes and the oregano, you know, they're interchangeable, but garlic and onion powder are a must. And pepper and salt, obviously.
For sure.
You can't live without those.
Yeah.
If you have those four things, you can make something taste amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
So, when you're serving your meals and stuff, do you have like wine, or it's just meals on its own? What do you like serving meals with?
I like making a full meal. So I like having a starter, like a salad or something, the main course, and I like having dessert. And then I just like whatever the mood is. So typically if I'm getting together with girlfriends, we'll curate like a custom cocktail for the evening.
Right.
For the holidays, we did New Year's. We made like a cranberry and gin cocktail, which is actually really good. We put rosemary sprigs in it, so that was nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you like making cocktails? I
do.
Hey.
They're fun.
I just got a cocktail maker like not too long ago for Christmas. So
oh, that's cool.
I've been using that, you know, trying to make a few drinks or whatever.
Yeah, you got to post it. You got to show us how it works out, because I've seen them.
Absolutely.
Those are cool.
For sure. I'm gonna try. Yeah. I'm gonna get some to you for sure.
I said I'll have my margarita on the rocks, please. Thanks.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So this platform is for entrepreneurs like yourself, you know, people that are hungry, striving to succeed. Where do you see yourself in the next few years from now?
In the next few years from now, I see myself owning a spiritual healing center called Ascension Consciousness. I see myself with more kids.
Okay.
I see myself.
How many kids you got?
2, but I want 2 more. And then a successful business, successful restaurant. I think there's another question there.
Yeah. What is your favorite cocktail? What's your favorite cocktail?
A Jameson margarita.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Give me a whiskey margarita. That's my favorite. I like whiskey.
Nice. What else we got here? Let me see. So we got one from Tiffany. She say, have you dabbled in cooking with cannabis? Oh, that's a good one.
So I have. Let me tell you guys a story.
Tiffany's in
Well,
LA too, by the way.
oh, okay. Hey,
Yeah.
Tiffany. So my friend Nate asked me, him and my friend Marley, so Nate and Marley asked me to make them some edible brownies. And they gave me all this weed, and I had never made anything edible before. And they gave me all this weed butter. And they were like, here's the weed butter. But no one told me when I first started making cannabis products that if my recipe calls for 2 sticks of butter, I'm not going to use 2 sticks of cannabis butter. I'm going to use like a little bit of the cannabis butter and the rest regular butter, right? So I used 2 sticks of cannabis butter in my brownie batter. And when I tell you that I had the whole house, like all of these guys, like laid out. They were laid out till today. Till today, my friend Nate will be like, I can never forget those brownies.
Oh my God.
So now I know my ratios, but that was definitely the funniest thing in the whole world.
That's
because
crazy.
I got people maybe a little too high.
Hell yeah.
It
Because
was-
I heard you gotta wait up. Like you gotta do it correctly. You can't put too much in there. But I mean, you
I
can't.
put too much.
It's like putting salt on meat or whatever. You know, sometimes you do a little extra.
They smelled like weed. That's how much weed I put in them. I felt so
For real?
bad for them.
That's so dope, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So
what, go ahead.
No, so I just say to everybody, if you're making cannabis products, make sure you don't, the ratio to can of butter to regular butter is not the same. You're going to mix the regular butter with the can of butter. If you go balls out, like, just accept the consequence of being very high.
Talking about that, I got some brownies over here right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go, eat some in a little bit.
Vibe out,
Hell yeah. That's crazy. So, have you got any plans to start anything in Atlanta, or Atlanta's kind of like not a place where you start a business at? What you think about Atlanta, starting a business in Atlanta?
There is a business that I'm tight-lipped about that I would open in Atlanta. Right. But you'll hear from me about it in the fall, if all goes well. Should all goes well. I won't say if. Should all go well, then I will. Right. You'll hear about it in the fall.
That's dope. So is Gia Kaleena mixed? What you full black or you got a mixture?
I'm a mixture.
A mixture? What you mix with?
So my mom's mom is German.
Oh.
And yeah, her family came here from Germany in the 1600s. Wow. They were, I guess, part of the colonizers. Yeah. And then she married a Haitian French Creole man from New Orleans.
Okay.
And then my dad's dad is from Belize, and his mother is Native and Filipino.
Oh my God! So you like international? You got all these mixtures in you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I'm a little bit of everything. I think she's even Irish. I believe she's Irish, Native, and Filipino. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
have you tried to do the ancestry DNA test? Have you ever tried to do that?
So I've never done the swab, right? Mm-hmm. But I do know my lineage. Like, so my Filipino great grandfather came to the United States in 1914 through Seattle, and so. Because I've been able to do that, my grandmother had put 2 kids up for adoption prior to her moving to LA. And those kids were able to find me because they did the swab. And because I made my family tree, they found me. So I found my aunt through that. Wow. Yeah.
That's so dope, man. It's amazing how we got all these, options. I mean, like, social media, we can sort of like find people now
exactly
that are related to us, like distant cousins and stuff like that. Like, it's just so crazy.
It is crazy.
Can you speak another language? Got a question.
I took Japanese in college, so I can ask random things in Japanese, like anata no kaban desu ka?
Oh, that's crazy.
I know like the greetings in all the languages, like, parlez-vous français, sac passé.
That's French.
Yeah.
Okay.
you know,
I
and then
know a little bit of French.
Russian, privet, prishay. You know, I just made a point to learn greetings in all the languages.
That's dope. That's dope.
So I know Yoruba. Let me see if I can remember this.
You're
Kilo chalet.
say it again. Say that
Did
again.
I say it right? Is anybody that speaks Yoruba in here?
Say,
Kilon chalet.
say the word again.
Kilon chalet.
What does that mean?
It's like a greeting in Yoruba.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
dope. That's dope. That's dope.
So
So, do you have any plans to eventually travel around the world once this pandemic clears out?
of course I do.
Mhm.
I'm getting out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm going to Africa, of course.
Yeah,
So
my
going
family
to
originates from
Tanzania.
there. Matter of fact, my family originated from Zimbabwe, actually, and South
Oh,
Africa.
nice.
So, you know, yeah. It'll be nice to branch out and kind of go see the motherland and see how people are and stuff like that. You know, different cultures and stuff. So,
Yeah, and I want to go to Asia,
Asia's dope.
Bali,
Gotta go.
Thailand, you know,
Yeah,
Singapore. Like I just want to travel. Give me a backpack with 10 days of clothes and I'm out.
absolutely.
Peru.
Yeah.
I want to go everywhere. I want to go to Machu Picchu, and I do ayahuasca. I'm trying to live
Absolutely.
the life.
Absolutely, for sure. Y'all. So, anybody got a question? This is last minute. We're about to wrap this up. So, hit us up. We got about 2-3 minutes. So
Yeah, hopefully my phone doesn't die on us because the mobile.
you don't got no charger or nothing like that around.
It's too far. It won't reach.
Okay. Well, where can people find you right before the battery dies? Tell us your social media accounts.
They can find me on Instagram, Gia Kaleena, or on tagged Gia Kaleena, or on Twitter, Gia Kaleena.
Right.
Basically, everything is Gia Kaleena. On YouTube, you can watch all of my YouTube videos via the link on my Instagram page, and that's Sweet and Savory Treats with Gia. Yeah, that's how you can find me.
I'm about to type your name up here so people can follow you. So let's see. Hopefully the phone doesn't die.
Right.
So that's it right there, guys. Hit that up. Follow her. That's Gia Kaleena from Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
We appreciate you, man.
Angeles.
Appreciate you from getting on the show, man.
Thank you. We've been friends for such a long time. I'm happy to support anything that you do.
I know, right? We've been friends for a long time, right? I follow you on Twitter, and
it was Twitter where we met. We met on Twitter.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think you know Harry O.
Yeah, Harry O. Mm-hmm.
Jaws dude, right? He's in New York. Yeah, I seen a video like way back, I think he was doing a date fax or something like that, and you were giving advice or something like that. So I followed you. Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
I was a little shorty back then, and I was just
you were. That's crazy.
Now I'm like talking to John and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's dope, man. Keep in touch, all right?
I will, most definitely.
For sure. Enjoy your Valentine's, all right?
I will. You too. I hope you and your lady have a magical Valentine as well.
Hey, you already know it's going down.
Yeah.
Turn up.
All right. Well, good night.
Good night. Peace out. All right. Stay safe.
You too.
All right. Peace.